Welcome to the Money Pig Podcast, brought to you by Goodwin Investment Advisory, where our mission is to lead people to financial peace, independence, and generosity. I'm your host, Reid Trego, and today on the show, I'm joined by Justin Pitcock, CFP, for a short conversation. This is a very introductory conversation about what financial advisors do. This is a highly Googled question, so we thought we should make it easy for people who Google to say, oh yeah, what do financial advisors do? Justin, thanks so much for your time today.
Happy to be here.
Fantastic. Okay, so I want to start with something that's unique to you. You are a certified financial planner professional here on our team, but something unique to you is what you did prior to joining GIA.
So I used to be a auditor for the state of Georgia.
For the state of Georgia. That's through the Secretary of State's office?
It's under the Secretary of State.
Okay.
So Brian Kemp, when he was Secretary of State, there was a securities division, and we were tasked with auditing financial advisors across the state. And so we would audit state-registered advisors and then reps of federally regulated advisors if we got a complaint on an individual rep. So over about a 2-year time period, I got to see under the hood of about 60 companies.
Nice.
And so Goodwin Investment Advisory is actually one of those.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's my background. When you're an auditor, nobody likes you. So I've always wanted to be a financial advisor, and got to do the audit on Goodwin Investment Advisory. And then about a year later, saw they'd posted a job, and it's like, man, that's a good company to work for. So anyways, here I am.
That is awesome. So you audit a firm, and then you're like, that's a really good firm. I think I'll go work for them.
Pretty much.
Amazing. Okay. So I love that. That is unique to you. Huge endorsement, by the way. And by the way, people like you now.
People, yeah. I go home feeling better about myself. That helps.
You have friends. This is great. So, and I want to go back to this. So, yeah, there are some, we're technically a registered investment advisory, RIA.
That's right.
And sometimes when they start out, they're regulated by the state.
That's right.
As they grow larger, I think it's like $100 million in assets or somewhere around there.
Yep.
They become regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission on a federal level. So
that's right.
That's what we are. We're an RIA.
That's right.
But there are other kinds of financial advisors.
Yes.
Advisory firms. So talk to us about those.
It can be really confusing because there's a lot of different business models out there. There can be a fiduciary financial advisor like us, where we're required to, by law, to work in your best interest. There can be a financial consultant, again, a fiduciary required to work in your best interest. There can be a broker-dealer not required to work in your best interest. They're just motivated to sell you a product that is suitable. Mm-hmm. And then there's insurance salesmen that are also held to this suitable standard. And they will church up their insurance products as investments. But keep in mind, insurance and investments don't mix very well. Insurance offsets risk. Investments grow wealth. So just think of it that way. But broker-dealers and insurance salesmen make money based on a commission for selling you a product. Financial advisors are generally fee-based. And so, for example, Goodwin Investment Advisory, we get paid based on the amount of assets that we're managing for you. So the more assets that you manage, the lower our percentage rate is. It's still more in dollar terms. So we're motivated to grow your wealth, grow your investments, because in dollars, we do make more, but the percentage rate does go down for our clients.
Got it. Awesome. And I want to jump back just a little bit and just mention, you mentioned this a second ago. You mentioned suitability versus fiduciary. I don't want to spend time on this episode talking about it, but I want people to know there's another episode where I talked to Joe Beckford about that exact topic. What's a fiduciary? It's a very frequently asked question. People even call here and go, hey, are you a fiduciary? Before they ask anything else. So check out that episode if you want to know what a fiduciary is and what that suitability requirement or what those kind of factors are. So excellent point on how we get paid as an RIA, fiduciary RIA. We get paid on assets under management. What else do we actually do here?
So investment management is really a small part of what we do. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is how we get paid, but we're here to provide peace of mind. And if you're going at this alone or with a broker-dealer selling you a product, you don't have the help to pull all the pieces of your financial situation together to know that you're going to be okay, that you've got enough money, that you can retire. And so our main job is to basically give you a roadmap and help you to have peace of mind that you can retire when you want to, that you will have enough, that you're doing the right things to meet your goals.
And I think a lot of people just think you use an investment advisor because they're smarter than the market or something, or that it's all about the portfolio return in the end. But like you just said, there is so much more when it comes to collaborating on financial decisions. Should I retire? That's a gigantic one. But should I buy this house?
Yeah, I mean, we're here to talk through those things. Buying a primary residence, buying a rental, even something as simple as buying a new car. How does that affect your retirement plan? If you're retired now and you pull out a pretty good chunk to buy a new car, are you okay? Do you have enough? We help sort through those things.
And just planning earlier on, how am I on track?
Yep. Are you saving enough? Are you invested right? We answer all those questions and give people confidence that they are on the right path. Or if they're not, then what do they need to do to be on the right path?
Right. Okay. Awesome. I think one of my favorite questions that I hear asked of our clients frequently is they'll come in and they say, is this enough? Or what's this money? 2022 has been a really rough year on the market. And they're like, my money's not growing. And my favorite question I hear you guys ask clients is, well, what is that money for? You have that pile of cash in a bank account. What is it for?
Right.
What's it for? It's not just for to get bigger and bigger. What's it actually for?
Yep. And we need to invest for that goal and that time horizon. And sometimes, someone looking at retirement's like, oh, it's only a few years away. I don't need to take any market risk. Well, that's a wrong assumption, because hopefully you're going to live in retirement for at least, maybe 30 years
right.
So that is a long goal, and we need to invest for that time horizon. There's been a lot of research out there that suggests that working with a financial professional will, on average, increase your returns by about 3%. And there's some different studies, and they're generally right around that 3% mark. And a lot of that is having the right investment selection for your goals, and then having the right investment behavior. Unfortunately, a lot of people get hurt in the market because they buy high and sell low. It's the wrong behavior. Mm-hmm. And so, another part of what we do is we're a investment behavioral coach. Like we're somebody that you need, would talk to before you make a harmful investment decision.
That's a great point, because to your first point, we're helping allocate these. We do allocate portfolios.
Oh, yeah.
We're allocating according to the time horizon a person has till they'll want it or need it, and their risk tolerance as well.
Yep, that's right.
That's great point. We don't want to wash over that. That is an important part of what we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. But like you said, as financial advisors, we manage and rebalance portfolios. We reallocate. We do the math. A lot of people can do the math, but the real value in these types of planning conversations is that we get to know our clients' goals, their struggles, what's important to them, their values, because it's so personal and unique to each individual client.
That's right. And so it's tailoring the resources that you have to meet your goals and do that basically in the most tax efficient way. And we're going to look at other areas like your estate plan. If there's risks that we need to insure, we'll recommend insurance. Now, we don't sell insurance, but we'll give you the resources of some folks to talk to who will work and shop out whatever that need is, that insurance need, and give you a variety of options. So
perfect. Yep. Thanks, Justin. I really appreciate your time today. You've been awesome.
Thanks, man.
The Money Pig podcast is hosted by Reid Trego. Goodwin Investment Advisory is a registered investment advisory firm regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission in accordance and compliance with security laws and regulations. Goodwin Investment Advisory does not render or offer to render personalized investment or tax advice through the Money Pig podcast. The information provided is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, tax, investment, or legal advice.